team member, Danny Kim. All right. In the blue corner, we have Hyon Lee, 120 pounds, 3-time U.S. Olympic team member, World Championship bronze medalist, Hyon Lee. Yes, baby. And we on fire. Let's get it on.
This should be a good match here. Danny Kim in the red, Hyon Lee in the blue. And Kim had a tough go last year. And Hyon Lee was a winner.
Actually, Danny Kim is the 2-time, also current national champion in his weight division. And the thing with Danny Kim is he grew up watching Hyon Lee. There's a little age difference, but he grew up. Hyon Lee was the superstar back then. And now Hyon has made the move into the Pro TKD, and Danny's following him along. He's always wanted to compete against him.
He got his wish tonight.
Absolutely. You're going to see some Hyon Lee, not only is he an incredible technician, but he's a showman, and he will play to the crowd. Danny also wants to show that he can hang with the best.
And was hanging in our lap.
Danny coming from Hawaii, Hyon coming from San Diego, California. Hyon going again for the back spinning kick and barely missing. Danny's going to have to be a little bit more careful.
Let's go. No holding.
If he keeps charging in like that, Hyon might. You can see Hyon smiling. He loves this. He loves to fight. Danny Kim tends to be more of a technician. Hyon Lee just throws his entire arsenal at you at once.
Strategy, does he use a lot?
Hyon Lee doesn't use much strategy at all. No, he just kind of goes. He'll kick. If you tell him to kick for 3 minutes, he'll kick for 3 minutes. And 90-second games are right up his alley.
Punch.
Danny Kim. Perhaps maybe a little bit intimidated also by the legend, Hyon Lee, the legend. Danny making his own legend at this time at the U.S. Nationals and the Olympic team trials. Danny will go for the team in 2000 in Sydney, and this has to be one of the favorites. He's incredibly skilled. Hyon Lee, a bronze medalist at the World Championships in 1993. Just an incredible fighter with an incredible amount of heart.
How'd you score that first round?
That's going to be tough. None of the fancy kicks. I'm going to call. From what I look, it looks about to be about 4-3 Hyon Lee.
He looks a little dazed.
He does. It looks like he's blacking out. That's what he's told his coach, Roland Ferrer, that he's blacking out a little bit. That would be a great disappointment. This is a tremendous match.
This does not bode well.
No, Danny was very excited yesterday at the press conference, demonstrating, making the front page of the newspapers. A lot of people came out to see him.
After the first round, red, 6 points. Blue, 5 points.
6-5, Danny Kim. And, boy, I tell you what, he's trying to gather himself. And let's see if he's got anything. I don't think he's going to come out.
I think he's going to answer the bell.
He's not going to do it.
6-5 lead.
Took a 6-5 lead. As soon as he sat down.
Coach, let's go.
I think that's going to be it.
I think it's going to be it. Danny can't even stand up, let alone get in the ring with a competitor like Hyon Lee.
1 minute injury break.
So you get an injury break of 1 minute.
Actually, there's some oxygen in the back. They should get him some oxygen.
1 minute injury break.
Referee Hyon Lee, a little play on words there with the injury break. Danny's trying to collect himself a little bit. It looks like he's going to try.
I still don't think he's got it. I don't think he's there 100%. I think he looks like he's about 60 or 70%. That woozy.
Well, he needs to be 100% against Hyon Lee as well.
No doubt about
Hyon Lee, you can see he is cagey and he is explosive. He's explosive as they come.
Good word, explosive, to describe Hyon Lee.
And he'll come off with anything. He doesn't necessarily keep himself to the basics. He really enjoys the fancy techniques. He really enjoys Pro TKD style with the scoring system of higher points for the more advanced techniques.
Boy, I tell you what, Danny Lee's going to show me something if he can recover from this, but he does not look like he's ready to be in this high-intensity match. We'll see. Round 2.
Let's see what he's got for round 2.
He's up 6-5.
And You know Hyon Lee's going to come right after him, knowing that he's winded and he was blacking out.
As well he should.
Hyon trying to push him off. Should be an immediate 5-point deficit for Danny. Danny smartly getting on the other side of the ring, staying away from the front of the stage. Hyon trying to draw. Danny's also known as a counter fighter. Hyun's trying to draw his counter attack out, which is some of the first strategy we've ever seen from him. That's going to be a point, not only the point, but it also hurts. You get kicked in the butt like that with a cut kick, chopped his momentum, chopped his spin, takes all the technique and the offense right away. Oh, Danny! That's going to be a 3-point shot right to the face.
Huge turnaround for Danny Kim, who's basically out on his feet after the first round. That's a big point.
Honestly, I didn't think he was going to answer the bell.
Same here.
He comes in with an axe kick to the face of Hyon Lee. Let's see, Hyun's going to turn it up a little now because that's going to put the points lead right back in favor of Danny.
Danny Kim, Japan Open gold medalist, 4-time MVP.
Both of them going for the back spinning kick, looking for a knockout. A big 5-point score on that one. And Hyon Lee's got to be feeling the pressure now. He thought he was going to have an easy time with Danny after that display of lightheadedness.
Final 4 seconds, round 2. Good kick to the body by Danny Lee. And I tell you what, that's an outstanding turnaround by Danny Kim, rather. Outstanding comeback after he was out on his feet between the first and second rounds.
Amazing, and those body shots that he just landed at the end of round 2, that's going to take a little bit out of Hyon Lee. Danny Kim's confidence has to be building now. He's going to have, it's my belief, he's going to maintain the points lead. Hyon Lee has not done anything outstanding that's going to give him a 3 or 5 point technique in round 2. Roland Ferrer telling Danny, we're going to win, trying to build the confidence in his player. Dae-Sung Lee coaching Hyon Lee. Telling him to check to draw out the Patachagi.
You were talking about Hyon Lee not being much of a strategist. What should he come up with here? And especially now that he's down 14-6. What do you look for from him in this third round?
I look for him to go all out. I look for him to throw his entire arsenal at Danny. He's going to have got 90 seconds to make up 8 points, which is very possible. A couple of spinning kicks, a couple of turning kicks to the body, something to the head, and it's a new ball game. Something just like that. But if he waits for Danny to attack, Danny with a simulation of a flying side kick there. Strong shot between the legs.
John, kicking low. Warning. Kick that. Never high, okay?
It's actually not just the fact that Hyon has to take some time out, but time is clicking off the clock.
So they stop the clock. How much time does he get time to recover here?
Actually, they haven't stopped the clock.
Well, they did. It was at 1:12.
Yeah, he usually gets a minute for something like that, but they had let a sufficient amount of time run off the clock.
Let about 6-7 seconds run off. Yep.
Hyun's going to have to attack right now. He can't sit back. Danny's sitting on what they call a patachagi, which is a defensive kick. In the roundhouse kick version, it just means he's going to move back.
Grabbing.
He's going to attack Hyun with that low roundhouse kick to the body and just sit on his points lead. Hyun's the one that has the pressure. He's the one that's got to make up the points.
Danny Kim coming into this round up 14-6.
This would be a big win and a back kick to the body. Hyun scored a roundhouse kick there, but Danny scored a back kick just before that. Hyun lost 2 points. That's a 3-1 advantage in Danny Kim's favor. This would be a huge win for Danny.
Let's go, Blue.
After failing to medal at the Pan Am Championships, a huge win for Danny Kim.
Last 22 seconds. Third and final round.
Danny knows he's got this one in the bag.
Okay, come on, guys. 20 seconds. Go!
Hyon Lee wanting to get right back to the action.
Last 10 seconds.
And this looks like, unless something drastic happens in 5 seconds, it looks like a win for Danny Kim over Hyon Lee. Danny Kim falling down to the mat again, having a hard time breathing. His coach Roland Ferrer helping him get to the center of the ring.
Good match.
For the traditional bowing. Bowing is a sign of respect in Taekwondo. not only to each other, but to the wonderful fans here at the Wheeler Opera House in Aspen. Danny Kim raising his hands in victory as if he's anticipating the decision in his favor.
I think he is on the right track.
Now the question comes in, how hard did Hyon Lee train for this? We'll have to see.
Tell you what.
Red, final score, red, 17. Blue, 11.
No surprise there, Danny Kim. And tell you what, an extra salute to Danny Kim for coming back after being pretty much out on his feet in that first round.
I tell you, I thought he was done. Now the coaches, Roland Ferrer and Hyon Lee, old friends, giving each other a big hug after that. They were teammates, actually, in the late 80s. Roland Ferrer himself